couple times. Top laners being a little bit greedy, scavenging those early minions in the lane swaps, but almost always you at least have to burn your flash for it, and then they end up getting killed later after the turrets go down and you're in a long lane somewhere. So it's not usually worth it. Very risky play there, and this time the second blood ends up going down even quicker. Plus, not only did you die there, but you also burned your teleport, so you're late to the lane swap party in bottom lane. Impact doesn't really get to do anything for the first 5 minutes of the game. Look at this, he's wandering around in the jungle. Now he's in mid lane looking to go up and maybe catch this top wave or something. He's gonna have a very difficult time today.
He's got as many deaths as levels. Like, that's how bad Impact is doing right now.
I mean, that's not really fair. Moon had that as well at 1 minute.
That's
at
true.
level 1, that's an easy thing to say.
But now it's 3.5 and he's still level 1, right? Like, this is definitely not a great start for Impact.
Nope.
He's going to get what he can in the top lane, but Darkseid's ahead of him.
Anyone on NRG. Like, this might be the biggest early lead that I've ever seen. Seen this season. Because not only did they lose out the first blood early before minions even came, but a second kill plus no trade on the turret since they didn't have Impact pushing. Like, this is a monstrous disaster.
Yeah, it is. This is hugely catastrophic. Stixa even got to back for a second longsword and a Cole and is now facing a 2-on-2 where he's the same level and up like literally 27 attack damage. Like, good luck, Altec, buddy.
This is
your team screwed you.
The scariest first 3 minutes of the game that I have seen in a very long time. If CLG lose this lead, it will not bode well for them in playoffs.
Sure. But Stixa has all the tools he needs to take over this game, and I think it's likely that he will. Right now, coming in a lane at roughly +4 minions, and we'll see if he's able to grow that lead further as he last hit under turret with this Twisted Fate pretty successfully, actually ahead of GBM. Ooh, on reflex dodge the taunt, nice play.
Yeah. The thing with New Shen, the main mini game here is getting that blade to go through your enemies, so you get substantially more damage, plus a little slow if they're trying to run away from you. Only if they're trying to run away from you, though. So if you activate Q as you're taunting through, you get that taunt plus blade damage. Have to like taunt though. Anyway, CLG closing the loop here. Counter jungling a little bit on their other side, which is very standard. NRG just huddling around behind them. I don't know what they're doing. CLG prepping the dive already. There's the ward for the possible teleport. They could go for another couple kills here. Impact has teleport to try and answer and make it a 3v4.
Double stun.
Or harass.
Couple hundred damage now onto Altec, losing health here.
Hits that one.
Okay, decent damage there, but look at this. Stixa now up 13 over Altec. He got +12 minions in like a minute and a half, like 4 waves roughly, and it's getting pretty bad now for NRG. They've got to take a bad recall or risk getting dived, and they're unwilling to take a bad recall. This could get really rough really quickly.
Yeah, lucky for them, Smithy is leaving the area. He's just going to try and go. Looks like he's actually going to meet up with Moon here in the jungle. Maybe we'll see how that one goes. Moon does have the wolf spirit, though, so he shouldn't be caught off guard.
Moon on the wing, bit of damage on who he's out of mana. Oh. Jump in for GBM, forcing the flash. All right, nice play.
Okay, yeah, GBM was level 6 there, so able to get the flash down. Decent, but bottom lane, as you said, you either have to recall and give up giant turret lead here, so this is going to be domino effect for CLG. Here comes the second turret. Yeah. Because of the Impact teleport usage and death early on. And CLG with a very substantial war chest to work with in the early game here.
Bot lane AD carry lead now +21. Because NRG were going to lose that turret anyway. They just chose to wait 3 waves to do it and get farther and farther behind and farm. Now recurve bow versus BF sword of the item pickups is getting just hilariously better for Stixa as time goes on.
Yeah, CLG can actually just continue to move Stixa around the map and pressure the weak points of NRG. Smithy gonna... I think he hopped in the bush for a second there. Maybe he did not hop in the bush, but he'll find it eventually. There he is, yeah.
Yep. Using all of Nidalee's attack resets.
Yep. And he's just holding the blue buff there for Huhi. Huhi also, you know, you can easily opt to go with that Rod of the Ages build for TF this game because you really have nothing to lose. I mean, just wait around.
Sure.
You guys have a giant early lead.
Darshan else to clear a wave like he's playing Aurelia, and Just hops out, lets Impact get some farm. Level 6 to 5 in the top lane matchup, but now we're seeing Conquan and Moon just find Afro move. Dodge zone comes in, magical drain right into Altech's arms.
Well, there you go. That's something back. Afromu going for the first line of vision. That's not even very deep wards. That's just the first and, you know, most dangerous line to go for. You start to venture into the enemy territory, but got the ward down.
Great, worth it. Not worth it. Never do that, please.
Yeah, let's see if it actually costs the red buff here, because Smithy is, you know, taking this Rift Herald at the moment, but Moon is stealing away red. He doesn't have smite, so Stixxay can actually contest as a AD carry, and he got it.
2 levels up for Stix. Okay, does some damage. Does a lot of damage. Moon's low. Actually, take it back. Level 6, level 6.
Yeah, no smite there for Moon. So
yeah,
it was just an auto attack fight, and Stixxay comes out on top.
We'll leave it to the typical AD carry main to auto attack better.
I mean,
obviously the more skilled player. I think we can confirm here, AD carry is better than junglers, Kobe. Right?
There's not even really a point in responding to you because you're so delusional. It's one of those things where in solo queues, sometimes you just have to give up arguing with the other person. It's just kind of a waste of time. It's better to not respond.
You can report.
Don't worry, I won't mute you though.
Aww.
Because it's funny to me. I want to see what other ridiculous things you spout. All right, let's see what CLG can actually do though, because they did give up, you know, 1 mid-game kill here. Maybe there is hope for NRG, albeit very, very small spark still, because of the amount that they got behind in the early stages of the lane swap. But you got to keep hope alive. That's all you have left right now, because you don't have gold.
Really don't have much. It's all getting taken away. CLG with a nice counter jungle. Smithy takes away the blue buff, and of course, bot lane outer is already dead. The team is not yet committed to the mid lane, so they are just keeping wards up around the dragon, which is available, and CLG could take soon, probably after this wave.
Yeah, and Moon went there for another gank on mid, but the wolf spirit found him before it died out.
Betrayed by his own kind?
Unlucky.
Both players see each other on wards.
Meanwhile, you know, the other side here, CLG also going for the mid lane play, but in vision. Middle turret should be pretty easy for them to get, actually.
Yeah, they even pulled Darshan in, so yeah, full 5-man push available here on this one. GBM wave clears what he can, but there's still plenty of bullets coming into that.
And remember, the key ingredient here for NRG that's not really there is hard engage. I guess they go for a Callista ultimate into a taunt.
Yeah.
But that's not that reliable of a hard engage.
It's really not. Otherwise, it's
easily flashed. Plus, there are other dashes that a lot of members of CLG have, and
CLG is pretty escapable here. Otherwise, yeah, GBM has to pick someone off himself with Spirit Rush into Charm.
We'll see if Conquan goes for the taunt flash move. Start your taunt far away.
Sure.
And then flash right on top of people. As a support, that's also usually a suicide mission. Because you're very squishy, but
at least you can put the dodge zone
make it happen. Yeah,
and live 2 seconds.
Because the thing about the new Shen is, while you can get a passive shield activation, you don't have damage reduction on your taunts.
Oh, here we go, another attempt in, dodging most of the Q. Charm's gonna land on a Huhi though. He's gonna get a Bard ult to stay alive. Just chill for now, because the team is coming back in. GBM having to run with slows on him. Darshan's joined the mix as well. Plenty of damage on the Moon, who nearly goes down. Here goes the fate, but he gets charmed. GBM with a nice play. Tempers it for now, but he wasn't inside the invulnerability zone, but it's still going to be 2 kills picked up. Great turnaround there, CLG. 2 for 1 in that fight. Impact just running away.
Yeah, not really any getting out of that one. All summoners blown for the 3 members of NRG that took part in that fight as well. Aframu burned everything. Let's see here. 3 for 1 in the end. Well, 2 for 1.
2 for 1. Still a good thing. A stun lands an impact. Great Q. Cosmic binding by Aframu. Smithy, a little bit in pain. But
I mean, yeah, there's not that much damage there. Trundle and support Shen.
The Bomby Cinder, nothing Trundle.
It's annoying when someone bites you like that, though.
Yeah, sure.
Maybe you get infected or something. That could affect you later. Hui actually ran back into the true damage part of that from GBM, and GBM landed the taunt. Or the charm. He did land all of the skills, but Aframu here came in with the save. Tried to go for the flash binding out of it as well. Would have ended GBM's life a little bit earlier, but even though Hui goes in here and gets charmed immediately, no follow-up damage. The Q is on cooldown, I believe. Moon steps just outside of his own ultimate there. for the early death. Would have died a second later probably though anyway.
He did get a stack though. He was already hunting Huhi, who had died to impact right before Moon himself died. So
Aha!
plus bonus damage.
So the thing is, CLG members not really running any champion with high total health anyway.
True.
And the stacks do current health damage. Always nice to have the stacks, but not as effective as usual. Here comes that
good play.
Ballista ultimate initiation.
Flashless Huhi has no chance of getting out. Conquan taunts up. GBM gets an ulti and just survives thanks to Shen.
Nice heal as well. Altec healed him to stay alive.
Now Moon gonna get caught up. Betrayed a bit by the Cosmic Binding, but should still be fine. Nice setup there. Stixxay now 3-0 and 0.
Alright, what can you get after this, though? Because Twisted Fate also has teleport. So what you want to do for CLG, since you're a member that died as teleport, even though it's 1-for-1, keep up pressure. You want to keep minion waves pushing, try and get an objective afterwards, because your member of the team can get right back there, if necessary. And there he is!
Top flash again, dodged away by Stixxay. Proper mechanics there by the CLG AD carry. Smithy into the back lines. 2 kills picked up. Thanks to the fall through of the team. Yeah. CLG crushing this one now.
You have to keep that
up.
in mind, you know, as NRG, even though it was a 1-for-1 trade. It's what we saw in the first game of the day. A lot of teams straggling behind at turrets that are pretty much dead anyway and giving up kills on top of the turret execution.
Yeah.
In defense there. You know, they already didn't have impact, and impact doesn't have teleport, so they're already at a slight numbers disadvantage, but teleport being on the dead member as well. Impact might even be joining them soon.
Gold card lands. Impact ulti will be ending soon. Moon to join the fray. They want to turn back on Darshan, and he just drops. Was never in range of Moon's ult.
Yeah, maybe he wasn't in range. Maybe
it's pretty short.
He was telling him not to do it. Yeah, we'll see.
Impact ran in expecting to be ulted, and Moon just never got it down.
We'll let the observers go back and check this one out. But here's the dive once again. So low health GBM. And Conquan did go for the top flash, but he missed it. You do have to flash right onto people, and then it takes a little bit of practice.
A lot of collapse. Yeah, by Smithy made it easy. So advised.
The missed taunt flash. I don't even know if that was an advised taunt flash to go for in the first place. Even if you hit it, but missing it then does end up costing them. And CLG will be able to massage that comfortable lead that they've had since minute 1.
Yeah. Oh my god. They're so far ahead. 50 minutes in, 8,000 gold up. This is honestly not a close game right now. Counterlogic Gaming are crushing it. And, you know, if they're trying to defend their title, be in second place, not too bad. Be in a really good form coming into the end, crushing an expected playoff team in basically under 20 minutes. Good form to be in.
Oh, see if they can finish it off. Another Tempered Fate.
A little bit early by Xfinity, but the binding's going to land the stun. Means cleanse and the ulti in for GBM. Re-engage comes in. Conquan just turns right around.
Yep,
and it flash for that.
Half of his health plus Callista ultimate down. NRG have very few tools left. Oof.
That javelin lands from Xfinity.
Yep. Classic 1-3-1 here from CLG to try and end it out though. Darshan up top. Huhi is down bottom. And keeping all 3 lanes shoving.
Yeah. He does not have a global up just now. He's still got a little bit more time on Destiny. GBM dodging back and forth, getting rid of and away from all the stuns, but very low on health now, and even lower still. The turret will be going down without any contest. 4-0 in that scoreboard.
Turret number 2 should fall pretty quickly as well. Darshan's actually collapsing here. So CLG want to secure this second turret before retreating and going to purchase. They just got a lot of global gold for themselves. And everybody should retreat from the map at the same time. It's the thing with these 1-3-1s, you all pressure at the same time, you all base at the same time, so you get your items in sync, and nobody gets left out there to collapse upon by the enemy squad. Darshan needs a little bit more money for his back though. Gonna go try and clean up the chickens.
You don't have Devil from the team anymore. Someone's got to kill the Raptors. Might as well be Darshan.
That one does.
That's just forced?
Goes over my head. I don't even know.
Devil is famous for like, they're doing Baron, quick, let me kill Raptors before we do anything else. Like,
all right.
This is like, it's fine. You're not gonna move on.
Oh,
it
back
hits
into
the
it.
charm. Smithy runs away.
That was exciting.
Yeah. Now he's fine. He's gonna heal himself.
He healed half of it back up now.
Yep.
Comes back up cooldown.
Half later.
Half.
Now Moon's got to heal. but he can do that too.
All right, well, Darshan is getting in place. Level 11 Graves. 1-3-1. Commence. 1-3-1's really easy to pull off when you're really far ahead, by the way.
Yeah.
So one secondary turret remaining here for CLG to claim. NRG, if you're looking at it from their side, their point of view is we need to make a desperate play on someone now.
Yeah.
Time is not working in their favor. You kind of have to rush it. You have to make what would look like a ridiculous foolhardy play because you really have to throw that Hail Mary now.
If you play like this, CLG are good enough and clean enough that you will lose the game 100% of the time without taking a risk. So even a 1% play is higher than your chances of winning otherwise.
Ooh, that's not good odds.
No, it's not. But CLG, I don't think ever lose games when they're this far up. They are one of the cleanest teams in North America for sure.
Let's see if you have been able to jinx them.
No.
How strong is your mojo?
I just
Your
mean that
truth
power. Jinx myself. I said 100%. And if that comes to be not true, then shame on me.
Well, I'd say that they're going to get this secondary turret for sure.
Okay.
NRG are trying to make that move, though. They're collapsing with everyone. And here it is.
Call.
That's play. They got
And knocked Epic Smith the end of the taunt as well. A whole lot of damage, but he just barely slinks away, stays alive. CLG on the retreat as they lost some health bars, but
they went for it.
In.
Their biggest tool, though, the Callista ultimate, is down now, and Darshan's on the inhibitor turret. So they went for it, swing and a miss there, but they had to attempt something. So
yep, you miss 100% of the shots you don't take, and that actually got some decent damage done. So it was pretty meaningful, but the top lane push continues. CLG not really attempting to do real battle under the turret. They're wave clearing and poking and allowing Darshan to split. Now the 1-4 split push.
I mean, CLG should definitely keep this pressure up. There's nothing to fear now. There's no taunt. Or there actually, he does sell off flash. He didn't even have to flash for that taunt. Just came straight in. Yeah. With the ultimate. But there is no Callista ultimate. So.
More poke coming in. Static Shift helping a little bit as well. Javelins and cards flying through back and forth.
All right.
Here comes the wings.
Quan back again. He does have the flash taunt, so
they're looking to buy some time. And this turret is staying afloat. CLG now have Baron on the map as well as Dragon number 2 live as of 4 seconds ago. This team might disengage for neutrals.
They really don't want to pull away without getting that turret first, but they might have to do it. I think Darshan might even be going to solo Dragon as GBM actually goes to look for the kill. All right, there's their turret.
There it is. It will go down. Pillar's going to mean nothing, and plus 213 per participating member. CLG pushing their gold lead now to 12,000 gold in 21 minutes.
Darshan on Graves with Death Dance, you can easily solo Dragon as well, but he's trying to take away blue. GBM is going to contest him, but there's the Baron. No vision, and it should run through it pretty easily. Conquan can maybe get a vision ward in there, but no
NRG aren't even checking. TP to ensure it, just to make sure that goes wrong. No Baron steal this time around, even though NRG are known for it. Quick, swift Baron, 20 minutes in. CLG up more than 13k. Nice play.
All right, well, with Baron, see how quickly CLG are able to get those minion waves pushed back to the inhibitor turrets and start chipping away. Right back out onto the field.
Yeah, we expect to see him in one of the side lanes. Probably the same 4-1 split push we saw from last time.
Yep, no need to actually split all the way into 1-3-1.
Yeah.
They might very well do that just because they're CLG, and that's how they do.
But it is risky when NRG are going to be so desperate to engage. They'll look for that one person and hope they catch it.
I mean, they're still looking for the same thing. Story has not changed from NRG since maybe 15 minutes. And can they find Afro again?
Oh, he could have charmed Afro, I'm pretty sure there.
The kill they really want, obviously, is Stixay to get the AD carry off the field. But
QSS, so can't even make that easy.
True. A little bit late.
That was the really only viable target.
Good point.
Dragon number 2, not even a problem. Now they've got that little slow turret burn if Darshan can land an auto. But he won't go for the risk. CLG playing super defensively. They know, and NRG knows, the rest of that team is on the wrong side of the map, so Darshan waits for his team to be in position before he pushes forward. And will respect impact a little bit here, dodging back. Taking basically no damage. Attempted play into the mid lane. They won't find it, though. That was Fate's call used to no gain.
Banner cannon. Afro move.
How are you? How are you? Hitting down a turret, hitting down a turret.
Thank you very much.
Done.
All right, so all the minions working for CLG here, as you can see, whittling down the turret, and they'll just go in and easily tap it down.
Conquan got it, lands, and into the dodge zone. As long as they hug near a wall, they just magical journey away and forget anything ever happened to them.
Haha, that's funny. And,
Yep.
gonna be able to take that one easily.
This turret's gonna die pretty shortly. He knocks it down. First inhib turret of the game. Sorry, second. Mid is already dead. CLG crushing this game pretty cleanly. 16,000 up. It's just bigger and bigger. They're crushing this one.
If we go back and look at the early stages of this game, this is the expected result.
Yeah.
Props to CLG for finishing it out though, without any major big mishaps. Only the small little pick from Afro early on, but other than that, pretty clean.
CLG painting by the numbers. Turret 1, turret 2, turret 3, inhibitor 3, 2, and 1. This is very low. Smith is going to auto it. Down it goes. Gets the kill on that one. Doesn't quite land the Bard ulti, but the ensuing team fight with a 50% gold lead is nearly impossible to beat for NRG. His impact is tanky at least, but yeah, it just doesn't mean much. There's no damage behind it.
They could end the game without killing anyone, just staying in here with the minions coming in.
Okay,
here it goes.
Ring, ring, flash away by Huhi. Not going to get caught out. Conquan puts the dodge zone up. Gets some help from the Kindred as well. Smithy dangerously low on health, but there goes the first kill into Altec. Moves to the next one down. Yeah, the front line is just not there anymore. 3 kills in a row. 4 sticks. They make that a quadra. 5,000 gold Baron power play plus the game-winning push. This is a win CLG fans can be very, very happy about. Under 25 minutes, certainly one of the fastest in the last couple of months. A well-deserved victory. Really just nearly perfect play by them.
Yeah, man. And NRG with a super rough opening to that game.
I don't think CLG could have made the scoreline any better. The total score for the team was 1-3-3-3-7. 3 threes, but you know what? That makes it cooler. A very elite game by them for sure. Honestly, the level 1, fortunate, sure, but hey, that's a nice kill. Mess up by impact on the 3v1. Honestly, that was pretty silly as well. Okay, so a lot of good things came CLG's way that, look, they reacted to properly, but probably shouldn't have happened in the first place. Yep. But when you get that lead, they crushed it so cleanly.
And this is something to highlight, you know, about teams in the top of the standings. The top teams, you cannot make mistakes like that and be forgiven.
No.
Those will be punished. CLG do it as expected. Cleanly finish that one out, but yeah, you cannot mess up that badly in a lane swap against CLG, and them showing it right here. You know, this is what consistency looks like. When you have unforced errors by the enemy team, you capitalize on them.
Yep. Yeah, you don't need to be against H2K to be unforgiven for the mistakes that NRG made here. Certainly just a solid game by these guys. Smiles all around. You can see everyone realizing, you know, CLG, this is the kind of game that you are proud of. That's kind of all I can say to sum this up, is that you were given an inch, you took 5 yards really quickly, and that was super solid. NRG, Moon had a bad game yet again. He had that one bright one. He had that great game against Liquid. The Baron steal the first blood. Well, now you're back to getting caught at level 1 and dying in a minute and 5 seconds. But also veterans who should know better. Impact's been in probably 10,000 lane swaps in his life. Okay, that's exaggeration. He's been in multiple hundreds of lane swaps. If you count scrims, I would say at least hundreds of lane swaps in Impact's life as a professional top laner. That is a mistake you do not make.
True.
That is a mistake you do not make with a player of that caliber. And as much as people are going to flame Moon for the first blood, equally dumb mistake by Impact. NRG just couldn't get in.
So here's the thing. You can come back from a 1 minute first blood.
Yeah.
You can come back from that.
Yeah.
I don't know if you can come back from the way that early lane swap went.
A second kill, not getting the turret.
And your teleport being burned so that you are not able to do anything on the map.
And then you match lanes down 27 attack damage. Good luck, Altec, buddy. You did nothing wrong, but you had to lose anyway. For the lowdown of that game, let's check in with Ray, who's standing by with CLG's mid laner.
Man, deja vu. Thanks, guys. Great cast on the day. I am joined by Huhi of Counter Logic Gaming after their victory over NRG Sports. A fantastic win at that, and the split has looked much better this time around. What has Counter Logic Gaming done to prevent the slump that usually happens each split?
I think the biggest difference is that the reason of the slump is kind of gone. I'm not saying like we had the like problems before, but right now like we all feels friendly and like as a family, I guess.
Right.
So even though like we're really tired and like exhausted, we try to cheer like each other up. And then also the important thing is that we're not afraid to confront each other. So I think that's how we could have overcome the slump.
Being able to talk it out, it really has shown the progression in the team, and things are only going to get harder if you win out. You are up to face Cloud9 again if that happens. How do you feel about that match?
I feel pretty confident, and then all of our team really wants to get the bye because it gives us extra time to practice for the Immortals match in the finals, maybe. So we really want to get the bye. We're trying really hard, and yeah, we're pretty confident on it.
All right, and Huhi, final question. You were there last year. You supported the team all the way. Looking now at the championship, what does it mean to you to defend that championship title for Chronologic Gaming?
Even though last year I was there like when they won the championship, I'll not say that I won the championship because I didn't. I felt like I was just watching them and then trying to learn from them instead of playing. So even though we're defending like the championship, I feel like we're trying to achieve the championship from others because we're still the underdog right now.
All right, well, you guys have had an awesome season. Congratulations on the win, and best of luck to the achievements of the team. We're now going to throw it to the analyst desk to break down the rest of that game.
Thank you very much, Riv. Another W on the board for CLG. Only one game left to play, but this game was a beautiful example of how games can be won and lost within the first 5 minutes of the game. And I want to start. We're going to work through some replays here. It's a lot of information to take in. Jat, start us off with the level 1.
Well, a lot of it felt like the first blood would have been a mistake, but in fact it was a good play. Notice here how Huhi zones GBM off with a gold card. Therefore, CLG can sneak around the side. And this would be a safe place for Moon to stand if they had mid lane coverage. He would have been able to run from someone coming from the far river, but if they come from the near river like they did, he doesn't have enough time to react. Therefore, they exhaust him. That means Huhi can close the distance just by walking. They burn one summoner spell, the flash ends up being useless, and it's a clean kill. But that wasn't necessarily just Moon's fault. It was a combination of GBM not granting him the vision of the mid lane, and them not communicating that they can't cover that spot of vision. Therefore, he should have put a ward down and walked away. That was effectively the mistake.
All right, so now I'm going to ask you questions, Irene, because a lot of times we do see a lame first blood come through, but that's not an insurmountable thing for a team to come back from. However, it played a much larger role in this game than most people probably would have realized, at first glance. So now, continuing through with the lane swap and the early jungle moves, walk me through the second replay here.
There is so much going on here in this lane swap because what happens is Moon actually goes to his strong side jungle because he doesn't have flash, because if he gets invaded by Bard, he can instantly get killed in the normal lane swap that we're seeing now. Impact stays top, and they actually 4-man leashed for Smithy on the bottom, on the top side here for CLG. So best case scenario, they get to execute this and 3-man, possibly 4-man if they want to dive the Trundle.
Yeah, and as you can see from Impact's perspective, this is what he sees. He's trying to run away because he sees the two people in lane, and when Darshan cuts him off, for all Impact knows, Nidalee would have been behind him as well, which is why I think he tried to go back to his turret and teleport, because he didn't think he'd get away with the flash. But as soon as the teleport is cancelled, it's the worst of both worlds, because he has to stay under the turret to die, and then Xsmithy's Nidalee can farm the jungle. So not only was there a first blood, there was then this second blood because a series of really smart choices by CLG, and basically NRG just not being able to make a correct guess.
Yeah, and I'm trying to think of just hypothetical situations right now. Like, that was a different lane swap than we've typically seen where 3 people are leashing for a Nidalee because they wanted to accelerate how fast Nidalee was going to clear the jungle and get to engage on Moon again. So let's just think it's the 2-man lane swap, right? Where you have the top lane and the jungler on NRG side leashing that top side. Well, what happens is they double jungle, they get fast pushed in the top side, and then what happens then? You have to go to the opposite side, you get fast pushed in, and if Impact stays underneath turret, then he's going to get dove. If Moon shows up, he has no flash, so he's the primary target, and they can fire